we got a tons of bit of science. Next. And really? No XP gain? Okay, I guess flying doesn't really do anything. Yeah, so that was that. Active. So all we have is orbit with a probe. All. Let's go with SETI. What does that give us here? Nothing else. Nothing else yet. Interesting. So orbit around Kerbin. So that's it. This is the one that unlocks so many things. All right, so that's what we'll do. Part testing. Anything good? Trajectory, flight, escape trajectory into orbit. Self-destruct. No, I'm okay. Test the heat shield. Landing gear in flight. Decoupler in flight. Splash down. Stack decoupler in flight. Orbiting. Splash in flight. Nope, nothing good. Bases and stations. Can't do anything yet. Oh, so this... I have to build a station somewhere first. Interesting. Alright, so orbit a probe around Kerbin. That should be fairly straightforward. As we say, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Wow, I don't have any lights on in here, and yet I can see myself in the picture. And there's a lot of light still coming in. That's cool. Alright, so scrap all of these. We'll start with a SETI probe. Because why not? Because science. We're not going to recover this. We're just going to send him into space. So we don't need to be all that caring about things. Do we have? We do have a small airstrip. Cool. Okay, good. So that's going to be the core of it. Underneath that, let's see. What science do we have? We have magnetometer, orbital, press mat, and science junior. Awesome. So we have 4 of the universal storage doodads. So we are going to utility, the quad coupler. Boy, that's huge. I mean, once you put these guys on, it's going to look kind of ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, it does. No. W? No. Q. When we look at it from below, they should all look a little differently, and they do. Good. Okay, so yeah, that just looks a little bit kind of funny. So let's see. Just because I'm a little bit into aesthetics. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Much better. Okay, good. And then we can also add. Let's see. We do have some solar. Ooh, we can actually do some fun things with this stuff though. High gain antenna. Yeah, we'll do something like that. Right. So this satellite's going to live in space for a while. It's just going to go into orbit. It's going to do some simple sciencey stuff. That's all we really care about. But let's see. Power. Let's give it. What are you? 100, 1K. A bunch of electricity, I should say. We're going to give it. Interesting. We'll give it a couple of these. 3 of them should be fun. And then underneath this, we're going to give it. Oh, do we have the poodle yet? We have the Pomeranian. Okay. Interesting. If we give it something like this, and interesting. Sorry, if we do something like this, and then we, plop the Pomeranian on the bottom. What does this do? Whoa! All the vacuum stuff, but a really low, really weak thrust weight ratio. So let's get rid of you. Sorry, we'll give it the littlest one here. Still a lot better, but not great. Actually, I think we're still just going to go with something like the swivel. Oof, that doesn't give us much, so does it? God, the engine is bigger than the thing. 0.05. That's just a little Pathetic. What is this now? 0.54. That's actually kind of cool looking. I'm not really feeling it though. You know what? Hold on. There's something I need. I don't need it. I need it! No. Orbiter. Probe. Mark 1. And we can save it. And we're going to leave. We're going to go to the Science Center and see. I don't think I have enough science to get anything else yet, do I? No, I don't think I do. Oh, I would love to have the Terrier. Don't have enough. Poop. Oh well. Yeah, nope, we'll make do with what we have then. Pity. Terrier, once you get the Terrier, that unlocks a lot of possibilities for things. In this case then, we'll just go with crap ton of overkill. And let's give you a swivel. And that should give us lots of delta V, lots of thrust weight ratio. It should give us all the things we need to do satellites properly. Okay, so communication. We're going to put a couple of these guys on there just because they're cool looking. Yes. And X to 2 of them. Boop. Cool. Looks like a person with their hands on their hips. Well, let me tell you. Good. I like that. I like that. I like that. So this will be our satellite core. This is what's going into space. Below that, we will need... Oh, dear. Do we have... Okay, we do have the basic decoupler. Good. And then under that, we're going to put a fairing. So a little bulbous, a little funny looking, but that's okay. Are there options for 2 clamshell deploy? No. I don't know what that means. Truss structure. Yeah, that's fine. 2 sides. That's realistic. Good. So that's, like I said, that in there is the core of our thing. We got separator and that guy. That seems correct. So that's actually a lot of delta V for that, but I want more. I want probably a total of like 5,000 delta V because I'm a little bit crazy. So let's throw on something like this. And I might be like, yeah, so that's not quite enough. That's a lot of delta V there though. If I were to add... No, I'm not going to add anything there, but I might put some of... Actually, how big are the thumpers? Ooh, that could be something. That has possibility. So, thumpers. I might use some solid rocket boosters. I'm not much of a solid rocket booster type, but it could work out. It could work out for me. So, there's 2 of those guys. Good. And then we put some thumpers on that, and then attaches it way up there and clips it into that, because that's why you have to click to get it to attach. But then you translate it, offset it. There we go. You want those attached as high as possible so that they will fall away. Do we have... Oh, we do not have struts yet. That's worrisome. Okay, so we can... oh, do I not have that either? Oy, that's probably in the advanced tweakables. Let's see. What was that fuel flow? That's something I unlock later. Sorry, I know I'm jumping back and forth a lot during this build, but... advanced tweakables... Oh no, they're enabled. I must not have researched it yet. Poop. Close. Resume. Alright. Yeah. Auto strut. Auto strut's not there yet. I guess I haven't researched auto strut yet, so that's a pity. But oh well. Yeah, because otherwise I'd get it there, right? Because you don't... Yeah. No auto strutting yet. Pity. I don't have any struts to attach this, so this might wobble just a wee bit. We'll see how that behaves. Aerodynamics, because we want some nose cones on. Those guys. So, first stage. The solid rocket boosters launch us with a 1.54. They'll burn for 42.4 seconds. Alright. Decent, I think, maybe. We'll see. And then we get up and we won't be a surface level. We have our thrust to weight ratio, which is, at that point, I think what's a little more important. This is if we were to try to take off at ground level, surface level thrust. But this number will tweak and it'll get closer to this number. So as long as we're more than 1, we'll be able to fight gravity. We have tons of delta V, so that's good. I could start this like this, which is a thing. Actually didn't change much. But I think I want to try it because I'm trying to do different things with it here. I want to try just the solid rocket boosters first and then get ourselves up. See if that works. We'll see. So let's see. We have inside. We have a probe core. We have science. We have batteries. We have... Oh, that's something I want to add, though. Control. Inline reaction wheels. Because that'll help us steer. And, I think, whilst we're in the atmosphere, we're going to want some fins. So let's get some that actually articulate. Winglets. 0.1. 0.037. That's just a fixed winglet. We're going to go with these guys. We're going to go with XX. Both 4 of them. As low as we can. There we go. And that'll give us some extra atmospheric control. That's a kind of a cool looking ship there if I do so myself. Yeah, I'm rather pleased with that. So we've got science. Let's see. We've got a command thing. We've got some fuel and some rockets. We've got inline reaction wheels. Structural. We can add a couple of these guys just because. That'll be nice to have those. No, whoa, that's scary. Boop. We've got a coupler. We only need the one. Well, the 2 actually. That and that. We've got a payload. We've got some aerodynamic fins. We don't need any wheels or landing things. We don't need any heat shields. We've got power and what's it called? Satellite. Solar panels. We've got an antenna. We've got science. Yep. Don't really need any of these things. Lights and wrenches, no. Don't need parachutes, and nothing else really matters. Yeah, nothing else matters. Ooh, what's that? Oh, transporting. Yeah, nope. All right, so it looks like everything's there. We've got a lot of delta V in the. We got a lot of go juice, as Quill 18 would say. So we're gonna give this a go. Uh-oh, what's the matter? Too many parts. Shoot. I mean, I can take off the fins. Or actually, if I get rid of these guys, we're still at 31. We're 1 over. All right, that's yay from the last mission. We're 1 part over, and we're over on the weight as well. Shoot, I'm jumping way out ahead of myself here. Okay, so let's save this. Let's leave. So I'm about to upgrade both the launch pad and the thing. So here's where our weight limit comes in. And then you are way too much. Oh, so you're the parts and you're the weight limit. Okay, I can shave down the parts. Weight limit I can't do much about, though. I need more money. So let's see. What other missions can we accept that'll give us some money? Surveys. Focused. Oh, I don't want to do that. That's annoying. Scan set, part testing. And basis in science. I can't do anything. Oh, these are the generic ones. Oh. Okay. So these are... Oh, these are other ones. Okay. Interesting. A lot of these are testing things, but... Oh no, they're those. Okay, well... Poop. Okay, so we're going to orbit, and that's fine. Doesn't matter. We got a little bit more money. Teeny bit, so that's not really that big a deal. So we can't upgrade this guy yet, but we can upgrade the launch pad. So we're going to do that, because that gives us the weight limit. Because the weight limit was way over. So in the VAB, we can strip this guy down just a smidgen. We already get rid of the launch clamps. That should be reasonable. We are still, though, at 31 out of 30 parts. So what we're going to do is take these guys and only do 3. It's a trefoil. And that should be enough to get us, yeah, to give us some aerodynamic control. Okay, so that should be good. And this is all happy. Nothing is concerning about this vessel. Good. Yes. Yes, yes. I mean, we're pushing ourselves to the limit. Yeah, sucking ourselves dry here. But the completion for this one is decent. I thought there was another one. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so that's good. That's it. That's all we can do. Let's save and launch it. Alright. We're going to get this solid rocket booster up into space. Or solid rocket booster, this probe core up into space via solid rocket boosters. Oh, right. I could do that. I get a lot more sides that way too. Okay, reset. I'm going to wait to use that in space. Alright, so yeah, see the launch pad's robust enough. Oh god, it's all teetering on that. No. It's all teetering on that swivel engine though. Eek. Okay, T for full throttle, or T for control, Z for full throttle. Oh, where is my Delta V info? Delta V stats, there you are. Pull you up here right next to that stuff. So we got solid rocket boosters, separate, and that guy. Separate that, good. Separate there, and then we hit the other one. Alright, here goes nothing. Again. Ooh. That's not bad. No. So, stop it. So, we're going to start pitching over at 100 meters per second. These are just solid rocket boosters. There's only so much I can do with them. Whoa. Oh, right, and we're not terribly aerodynamic, so we want to keep ourselves... Whoa. Okay, so now we should have a bit more control because of that swivel engine. Yeek, that was a little scary there, wasn't it? Let's roll ourselves back so that 90 is to the right. There we go. Stop it. I don't want to run any of these until I'm in space. Stop it. So we are... This is a really bad entry angle. Wow. Okay, let's just lock to where I tell you to go. There you go. Okay, so we should have already been here. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Ugh. Stop it. Sorry, turn you off. Okay, So we're up. I'm not even looking at numbers. I've just been fighting this vessel the whole bloody time. So we're going up fairly equatorially now, 490 degrees. Yeah, okay, good. Good, we're up out of most of the atmosphere. I'm going to drop the heat shield, or the fairing, I mean, fairly soon. Apoapsis is climbing, that's good. It's not going to be climbing all that amazingly fast. Oh, but this has a lot of thrust to weight, so that should be good. That should work out just fine. We're going to go ahead and deploy... Yes, we're going to deploy the fairing. Oh, that was interesting. So we are... Ooh. Let's pull you up just a little bit to get ourselves up out of the atmosphere. How's our antenna doing? We're okay. Alright, so this is not an ideal orbital insertion, but we are going to get into space. And we're going to get into orbit. Actually, this is a fairly flat orbit. Whoa, okay, let's stop that. I mean, 127 is not bad. Oop, map. So we can see, there's our apoapsis. It's going to be up there. We've got more information from it here, thank goodness. But we want to wait until we get there. Let's change you, rename vessel into a probe. Accept. Okay, so we're almost there. We're going to wait. We're actually going to leave the atmosphere in just a moment. And then once we get there, we are going to deploy solar panels and things. And then once we get closer to our apoapsis, we're going to burn prograde to raise our periapsis and get into a nice circular-ish orbit. Do I have maneuver planner? I do not have maneuver planner. That's okay. All right, we are now in space, so that's kind of a big deal. So we can deploy, extend the antenna, and you extend the antenna. And I know it's nighttime, but so I don't forget, extend, and extend. Ooh, I missed it. Extend. There we go. It's a bunch of those guys. Okay, so we are slowly climbing. We want to face prograde. We want to get closer to our apoapsis. God, we got so much delta V, it's ridiculous. But it's good because that orbital insertion was not my smoothest by any stretch of the means. Lots of power. Good. Okay. Oh, nice. Yes, so we're going to go ahead and time warp up to about, oh, there-ish. We still have lots of time, though. I don't really want to raise the apoapsis much. Sorry, I'm doing this and not talking about it much, and I apologize for that. There we go. So that's good. Our time to apoapsis is still dropping. There's only one tick of thrust as well. One tick of shift. We're going to give it just a minute or two. Or a moment or two, I should say. Let's physics time warp down to about 45 seconds. And we are slowly, oh so slowly, getting into orbit. Yeah, that was not my prettiest orbital insertion. It's been a while since I've done a really basic, really gutsy orbital insertion with minimal stiff. So yeah. And then once we are in orbit, we will do all the science. All the science. Because we can. And we want to. Okay, so we're coming up on our apoapsis. And we're about to... There we go. We don't want it to... We want it to drop a little bit. Okay, so we're going to get camera change in a moment. Because we're definitely out of the atmosphere. And we are in orbit. And now we're just going to circularize. Close enough. 133 to 125. That's a fairly circular orbit for my first thing. into space. And there you have it. We have gotten into atmosphere. Interesting how the solar panels just burp just right there because there's absolutely no sun. Oh, there's the moon. Let's go ahead and time warp around to the sun. Or to daylight, I should say. There we go. And that should be recharging us. Yes, we're nice and fully charged. Yeah, you can stop that. You can just drift. It's okay. All right. So we've got... Ooh, what are these messages? Oh, I couldn't recover them. Pity. We've entered orbit and we got 6,000 credits. Great. And yeah, I lost all those things. Pity. Pity, pity, pity. All right, so you're in orbit now. We've got a bunch of science on here, so let's go ahead and turn you back on. Oop, wrong thing. It's opening all the hatches. All of them. Cool, so this is going to get us... Really? Not much. Interesting. So we're going to transmit this. We're going to keep the power open. There we go. Something should be worth a little bit more. Transmit that. Yes, I know. It's going to be useless once I do it. It's a pity, but that's what we're going to do. Oh, transmit doesn't get you a full thing. That's okay. Yes, I know. Transmit Science Junior. Why is it letting me transmit the Science Junior a few different times? That's a little odd. Transmit. Okay, oh, there's a hatch that didn't open. What are you? What's you? Log temperature. Apparently I've already done it. And log pressure. I've already done these in space. Alright. Oh, I guess with the probe I popped up really quick. And you review the data. Transmit. Yeah. Visual. Yeah, so it's all the same. Oh, that one's biome centric. Interesting. Okay, so let's just... Still grasslands. Okay. Oh yes, drop out of warp, please. Aha! So we can keep doing this and keep transmitting observations from the orbital telescope. Kerbin's water, Kerbin shores, and then Kerbin's water. Awesome. So we'll just keep time warping until we get some other biome. Hopefully we'll get, like, mountains? Mountains! Good guess. Yay me. What's our... Money's not great. Oh, it has to in orbit for... Oh, another 20 minutes. Okay, good. So that's fine. Okay, good. And then desert? Highlands? Deserts. Okay. Power, still good. And we're just cruising around the planet now. I don't think anything's going to be really all that different. Because it's all water, shores, mountains, desert. I mean, unless we pass over, like, Midlands, Highlands, Lowlands, I don't think we're going to really. Which is a pity. Oh, there's something. Badlands. I didn't know there were Badlands on Kerbin. That's interesting. So did we complete it? We completed it! Awesome. Let's just give it one more pass around just to see if we come across anything else. Whoa, that's a... Oh, that was a cloud. I was like, otherwise that was a really tall mountain. And back into nighttime yet again. Okay, so we've completed that, and we got 50,000. So that's a good chunk of money. We didn't have, you know, that's nice. Good, good. Awesome. Alright, so this guy's going to stay in space for a while, and we could get some other missions to say, ooh, science from space around Kerbin. We can pop back to this guy and get some science. Space Center.